Good morning, everybody. How are you? Did you have a good night? Mm. No evidence of discharge. Good morning, baby. Hi. How are you this morning? Huh? Oh. Mm-hmm. How are baby? Yeah, good job. Good job. So, look, it looks like there's one paw print right here. Like maybe she stuck her head in the nest at some point. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Oh. She seemed to rest pretty comfortably for a lot of the night, which is good because she was seeming pretty uncomfortable last night. Hey, Kelly. Trying to get your belly circumference. Oh, you will flop right on. Flop right on it. Yes. Oh, she's still around 12. Still around 20. Oh, goodness. Those teens have not had their breakfast yet, and they're very hungry. You're lucky because you're free all the time whenever you want it. They're on a diet. Oh, they adore it. Yeah. Should we give you a new? I did not sleep very much last night because I was dreaming about babies, and then I would have to check in. This is how we walk around this room. Me and Dorothy walk together everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. I'm just going to get you some baby cat food because she likes this more than her. So I'm putting extra water in her food so that she's nice and hydrated, so she has lots of energy. Yeah, let me get that. There you go. I'm encouraging her to eat as much as possible. Yeah, go ahead. So, welcome to all the new people. It's true, she does not need much encouragement to eat. That is true. Hi, Kinsey's, Tony, EG, and everybody. Um, so I am ready for this to start. I'm always nervous until it's over. Um, so last night she started nesting a little bit. She was trying to nest in that box over there that I've been using as a tripod, and she was restless and clearly uncomfortable. All of those things are signs of pre-labor. Sorry, maybe. Um, her appetite is good, which is good. Sometimes they will stop eating during pre-labor. Sometimes they eat more during pre-labor. Every mom is different. We'll try to do some belly vision. We should get good belly vision today. You'll be able to see all the babies moving around in there. They're pretty active little scamps already. Part of what happens during pre-labor is babies start to move closer to the exit. So that has been happening. And then active labor begins when the first baby enters the birth canal, and then she will start having strong contractions and try to push the baby out. So we hope that the first baby, once it enters the birth canal, we hope that it is delivered within 20 minutes or 30 minutes tops. The first baby is usually the hardest, takes the longest. So and then usually we'll have two come out fairly close together, and then there will be a longer rest for the next two. Right? I don't know if she's had babies before. I'll turn up the volume. I don't know if you guys can hear. That might be a little bit better. Sorry if I blew out anyone's speakers. I had it turned down a little bit because the house human is sick, and our room is right there, so you may have heard him coughing all night long. So I turned it up a bit, so hopefully you can hear a little better. Otherwise, I can go closer to the camera. Hello. And once we get some, if she gives me a good flop, I can bring the camera closer. We can do some belly vision. Oops. The box tripod does not slide as well as the regular tripod. There we go. Oh, look how cute she is. So, little Miss Dorothy, for anyone who missed it, she's about a year old. Her parents kicked her out for coming home pregnant, and some very kind people took her in after she broke into their house. She was beginning a life of crime because she had no other option. But they were kind enough to take her in, and until we were able to get her. She had fleas and more tapeworms than we've ever seen. And so we did have some concerns initially about the development of the kittens, but I think we were able to treat the parasites in time, because as you can tell, the babies have certainly grown. So if you look closely at her belly, you can see them moving. It's really cool to feel them, but a alas, she's not super keen on having her belly touched right now, so I'm trying to restrain myself, even though I want to pet your babies right now, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'll pet you if you want me to, but we'll see. She's a very, very sweet cat. She loves attention, but she's somewhat particular about when and how she gets it, which I suspect is just because it's pregnancy related for the most part. She's actually come a long way since she first showed up. She was afraid of toys, and she definitely had some issues with hands and feet coming at her. Um, and like if hands and feet were moving too quickly around her, she got very nervous. So she's gotten much better about that, but she's still a little bit sensitive to some things, which is totally to be expected, and just will take a little bit of time. Oh my goodness. Look at that baby bump. It's so giant. It's just so giant. But you can see she loves me to just sit here and talk to her. And she would just purr and do her little air biscuit paws. She has giant floofy paws. She does have a flea allergy, so you'll notice she may be scratching a little bit. It's just residual flea allergy itchiness. She was just covered in scabs all over under her fur, so that is all mostly healed, but she still has some, I think her skin is still sensitive. But thank goodness she thank goodness the people who had taken her in called us, because otherwise A, she would have been very uncomfortable, and B, the babies would have been in some serious trouble. So now we're hoping we've done everything we can to give her the best possible care. Yes, we have. And that's basically what foster homes do, is we provide a loving, safe home environment for rescue kitties. Oh, good flop. And then once the babies are old enough, mama and babies will all be spayed and neutered and adopted into wonderful homes. Yes, she will be spoiled rotten. That's what we do. That is what we do. Once the babies are born, the camera will not move around so much. It will be in one place, and the babies will be up close and personal. So it's pretty cute. But during the waiting phase, she's pretty mobile. So like last night, if you had tuned in, you probably saw like just a little bit of black fluff on the windowsill. Let's see if our babies are awake. I haven't seen any light contractions yet. Usually she'll start having a few little contractions during the pre-labor phase. Is that too much? All right, so she's letting me know that that's enough petting, even though she said she looks at me like she wants more, and she rubs and she purrs. She just wants to. She wants to initiate it. That's okay. That's okay. I know. It's okay. You do it your way. She's a tiny little cat. She was around 7.5 pounds when she got here, and now she's over 9.6. I didn't weigh her yesterday. I can actually try today though. What do you think? Oh, no swatting. Wow. 9.935. So she has gained now. Well, I'll tell you exactly how much she's gained. She's a big girl. That's good. Very good that she's gaining weight. Okay, so I do have a weight chart to track. I track the kitten's weight very closely. And I've been tracking her weight and temperature and belly circumference. Just for fun. Mostly just for fun. Also just to make sure that she is gaining weight. I don't know if I've linked the weight. I think I linked the weight chart under more event details. So if you look at the top of above the video and under where it says the Kittens of Oz, it will say more event details. If you click that, you'll see a bunch of links like our Facebook page, LAP's website, ways you can help, and the weight charts at the bottom. It's not very exciting right now. Today is the 14th. So, and she was 9.935. Very good. That's pounds. So, kilograms is 4.5 kilograms. 4.52 kilograms. So she's gained 2.2 pounds since she got here. Look how pretty she is. So if you're looking at the weight chart, the first sheet that it opens to is pretty much blank. But if you look at the bottom, the one that says Dorothy, if you click on that, you can see her weight. The yellow and green is just when I was calculating out when her babies would come. So average gestation period for a cat is 63 days. We've done 2 sets of x-rays on her just because Dr. Ferguson had some concerns about when she first did the exam, and we wanted to make sure that what we were doing was helping and that the pregnancy was starting to develop. So we have done 2 x-rays, and that's how we know that there are up to 8 babies in there. Which is a lot for a cat. Average number of kittens is around 4. So 8 is quite a few. It's also very helpful for us to know how many kittens so that we know when she's done with labor. It's important to keep count, make sure that all of the placentas come out and that all the kittens are out when she's done, and so it's helpful to know how many there are, or approximately how many. We don't know exactly, but we have an idea. We were thinking maybe 4 or 5 at first, and then
they grew so much after we took care of the parasites and started giving her some good nutrition. Suddenly there were suddenly we could see seven or eight. So what I'm expecting to happen today is restless behavior. I'm hoping she will at least enter the nest and kind of dig around in there, but she might not. Some of the mamas wait until the last possible minute to get in the nest. Pretty much all of them avoid it until it's time, so that is not abnormal. Um, what else? Yeah, so 3.5 ounces around there is kind of average birth weight. Because there are so many, I'm guessing they'll be smaller on average. If you remember from the Tiny Dancers, Mr. Buggles was 2.7 ounces, which was very tiny, and so I was fairly concerned about him. But he did great. So we will just have to see what we get. The way cats conceive babies is it can happen over multiple days, and they can have multiple baby daddies. So some of the babies will have been in there for a couple of extra days. So there are usually some that are bigger and more developed, and then some that are smaller and less developed. So we shall see what we get. I'm expecting mostly black kittens. The way color genetics work is the color is carried on the X chromosome. So boys get their color from their mom, and girls get one from mom and one from dad. So the boys I'm expecting to be black. There is a possibility that if she carries the tabby gene and daddy was a tabby, then I believe the boys could also be tabby. And the same with like Siamese color. If she carries the Siamese gene, and if the daddy was Siamese, then she could produce Siamese babies. But most likely they'll be black or gray. And they could have some white on them, but again, she doesn't have much white on her, so it's unlikely, unless daddy had lots of white, that there will be much white going on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. They're all going to be adorable. That much we do know. Oh, a big sigh. Oh my goodness. So the people who had taken her in were neighbors of the people that gave her the boot, and they had a big floofy tabby cat, a boy. I don't know if he was neutered, but I do know that he was indoor outdoor. So I am curious as to whether we'll get any tabbies, because it's possible he is one of the daddies. Most black mama cats have mostly black babies, though. And if daddy was floofy, since she's kind of medium haired, the babies could very likely be floofy, which would be fun. She doesn't shed, I've noticed. She's not much of a shedder, which is kind of cool. And she has a very beautiful shiny coat. So you can see the babies. I'm going to try to move this a little closer. Oh, it's so cute. Look, there's some, all right, some good belly vision for you. So if you're having trouble seeing babies, you can look for her kind of rhythmic breathing movements. And then the babies are more sudden or more rippling movements. I would point them out, but I think she would get up, and I'm trying to encourage her to rest. Oh, Pantheroo is sticking his face in the doorknob hole again. Hey, buddy! Because he hasn't had his breakfast yet. Do you want to see Pantheroo? This is my cat. One of my cats. I had to take the doorknob off because he was able to get in there. See, there he is. I don't know if you can see him. So he's hanging on the door somehow and sticking his little face through the doorknob hole. Because he wants his breakfast. My cats are from my second foster litter, and we kept 3 from that litter, so we have 3 siblings, and they all have allergies, and so they have to be on a special diet, and they are very filled with woe about their diet. But they're very healthy. But they're very sad that the foster moms get his little snout. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, now his little paw's coming in. Oh, buddy. I know, buddy. I should feed him. I should feed him before he disturbs Mummy Cat. Oh boy. No. She's not tall enough to reach up there. That's just Pantheroo. You don't have to worry about Pantheroo. Hi, buddy. I know. I'll come feed you. I think your dad's gonna feed you. Oh, the whoa. I know. It's sad. All right. Come on, Miss Dorothy. I'll feed Pantheroo. Buddy. All right. Come on, Miss Dorothy. Yeah, come here. Why don't you have a snack and I'll go feed the Pantheroo. Let's stir the food so it seems exciting and new. What do you think? There you go. All right, so I'm gonna go feed him and then I'll come back. Hi, my friend. Let's go. Let's go have some breakfast.
Miss Dorothy. Baby. Go over here. Oh, I forgot my laptop. I will be right back. My laptop. Ooh, it looks like it's cold outside. Frost on the cars and the grass. Hi, Miss Dorothy. What do you want to do today, Miss Dorothy? Oh, your tail is. Oh, she's so cute. She doesn't seem quite as uncomfortable as she was last night. She seems a little more content. But her tail's not as whippy. Look at that baby bump. It's so huge. So, welcome everybody, any of the new people. Kim's asking, what will I do if she does not get in the nest? I've only had one not start in the nest, and that was Sophie, which was not on the cam. This was before the cam, and this was Pantsaru's litter. Sophie had Pantsaru right on the cold hard tile, and he came really quickly, and this was before I had a cam in there. This is another reason I set up the cam. But so I went in, and she had then moved to the nest and was working on baby number 2, and poor little Pantsaru was dragging his placenta across the floor trying to get to mom. So then of course I saved him, and then I had to keep him forever. He was mine forever. My little Pantsaru. But every other mom has at the last minute, like literally last minute, like if you remember Calypso from the Tiny Dancers, she was in my lap when contractions were starting. She got in my lap, and I thought she may have the first baby in my lap, but she did at the last minute move into the nest when she got down to the really serious business. So I think they know that's where they need to be, and it is set up for their maximum comfort. And those of you who watch Calypso, this is pretty much what she did the last couple days, is just lay on the floor and wait for it to be over. There goes the house human, off to work. Hi, wait. Ooh, hey, get in your nest. Look how cool this nest is. I made it just for you. Oh, so beautiful. Not sure what she's thinking about right now. Yeah, that's good. Lay down. So I do want her to rest as much as possible, but I also am going to stay nearby and observe for contractions or anything like that. It's important once she starts active labor that I know that I can time how long things are happening, so that I know if I need to
get Dr. Ferguson involved at any point. Babies are pretty quiet at the moment. You can see them moving, but they're not being crazy right now. There was one little troublemaker in there that was really sticking out last night. I was actually just going to get shepherd moose so that you can see how big Oh, hello there. So, when the babies are born, this is shepherd moose, protector of kittens. He is bigger than the babies will be, if you can imagine. So the babies will be smaller will probably be smaller than him when they're born, which is crazy. And here's the birthing chicken. Oh, she's like, don't put that birthing chicken near me. And this is, of course, chicken fish. Don't be alarmed if everyone in the chat starts to hail. Chicken fish is a special kitten cam icon from foster dad John, who is a foster dad down in the Seattle area, who is sort of the godfather of the kitten cam world. I thought I would try this. Maybe I can pet her with this. What is that? Is that funny? She's like, what is that touching me? She was very scared of toys when she first arrived here. She's come a long way. She's even gotten a little bit playful. But at first, she was not charmed by any sort of toy in her area. Oh, that was quite a belch. Very ladylike. If you Google chicken fish, you will see all sorts of stuff. This one is chicken fish. So let's see. So welcome to all the new people watching. If you haven't heard the spiel yet, I'm a foster mom for the Langley Animal Protection Society, which is an awesome no-kill shelter in Langley. We take in mostly dogs and cats, but certainly the occasional chicken or horse. I don't think we've had any goats. But, so she's over there now. This is part of the nesting ritual, where she investigates all of the various corners and crevices to see if there's any way she can wedge herself in back there and have babies, or she's looking for different nesting options. And she seems to have gotten distracted by the smell of something over there. That's where she hung out when she first arrived. She kind of wedged herself into that shelf area because it felt safe. Hey, Mama. Look at that waddle. Oh, look at that baby bump. It's so huge. Look, what do you think about this one? Look, I made you the best nest ever. It's over here. Are you going to check it out? No. Oops. Hold on. All my towels. Lots of sighing happening. So she is not in active labor yet. That's when the actual babies will start to come, but usually once she is in pre-labor, active labor will follow within 12 to 48 hours. It's already been 14 hours, so it could happen anytime today. It's usually around 24 hours, but not always. Every mom's different. Yeah, they do usually wait till nighttime, so it could start tonight. It's hard to say, although it gets dark at 4:30 or whatever now, so. So there's lots of information on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/tinykittens. So she's now evaluating the corner for nest worthiness and having a snack. Oh, coming back. Restlessness. It's a sign of pre-labor. I'll give her some privacy. Sometimes inexperienced moms will confuse some of the things they're feeling and will start to we'll go to the litter box instead of the nest when it's time, but I have not had a mom do that, but I have heard from people who have. Psst, psst. What's that, Mama? There's lots of pondering going on over there. There is a live stream app that you can put on your phone or your iPad. And then you can watch kittens like in a meeting or in the line at the grocery store, which is always a good idea, I think.